What do you think of Tinder? Hi, my name is Martha. I'm a clinical sexologist with a doctorate in human sexuality. I'm also a relationship coach, and you can find me at Eros Coaching. That's eroscoaching.com. So I actually was first asked this question maybe like 2 years ago. What do you think of Tinder? And I'm like, Tinder is a dating app. And it's like, I think they're expecting me to say something really negative about Tinder. And actually, I've been on Tinder, and I found my boyfriend through Tinder. And so this is what I have to say about Tinder. There are many dating apps on the market, and if you don't know Tinder, Tinder is known as a hookup app. And there are people who believe that you cannot meet someone nice on Tinder. And then there are other dating apps such as OkCupid, Bumble, and Coffee Meets Bagel, and I can't think of anything else right now. But there are lots and lots of dating apps. Oh yes, there's also plenty of fish. So anyway, some of them are websites as well. Some of them are dating apps only. So there are many dating apps, and I've tried several. And it's true that on different dating apps, you tend to have slightly different kinds of common responses. I would say that on Tinder, you're probably more likely, not that you don't get people asking for like a hookup on Tinder or on OkCupid. So you tend to get more on Tinder as opposed to OkCupid. But I have seen like people in open relationships on OkCupid are looking for hookups on OkCupid, which is like supposedly the proper dating app. And then Tinder is like the improper dating app. So I want to say that it's a little bit like going into a marketplace, and you need to use your discretion and discernment to decide like who you want to pursue further with. It's true that just like anywhere you go, or you go to a networking event, you need to spend time to get to know someone. And if they say right off the gates that, hey, you want to hook up, well, if you don't want to hook up, if this is not who you are and you're not there to hook up, you don't have to continue. You don't have to take it personal and get upset about it. You don't need to let what somebody else's ask take away your power. And so I just say, no, sorry, no thanks. And then they might try to change your mind. And it's like, no, it's not going to. Need to, you see, nobody can take away your power without your consent. So by being very clear with who you are and what you're looking for, you're actually more likely to get what you're looking for. It's a little bit like a numbers game, but just like in the real world outside of dating apps, it's still a numbers game. You still need to use your discretion and discernment. So why is it that suddenly the app itself will keep us safe? The app itself doesn't keep us safe. We still need to use our discretion and our discernment. So that's my point about using different apps. It's not that you need to blame an app and say this app sucks, because didn't get me what I wanted. Are you clear about what you want? If you're really, really, really clear about what you want, how do you feel about what you want? Because if you are not at a good place energetically, you're not going to attract people who are of a high vibration. So I know I'm going through a little bit of spiritual stuff, but this is what I truly found. When I was in the negative place of coming out as a sexologist and saying, hey, I'm single, there were lots of people who laughed at me. So at first, even before that, I didn't even put that I'm a sexologist, and the people were asking me on the app, what do you do? And I say, I'm a coach. And then it's like, what kind of coach? Like tennis coach, football coach, swimming coach. So then I say, I'm kind of like a life coach. And then like, what kind of life coach is kind of like a life coach? So by avoiding the issue of not talking about my occupation, I actually created more distrust and more negative experiences. So when I came out and put on my profile that I'm a sexologist, I got people who laughed at me, who started asking me questions, who started boasting about their sexual exploits. And you know what? Use your discretion and discernment. These guys are not for me. So then it actually helped me to narrow things down so much faster and quicker. So instead of looking at the negative side of what would, make you upset, look at the positive side of the blessing that it was for me. And the more comfortable I was with being a sexologist who was single, the better dates I got, and also being at a very, very good place in my life of really making peace with who I was and really being in a place of deep love and gratitude for myself. Actually, I started attracting much better guys. So it's not the app, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not the app. You still need to use your discretion and discernment everywhere you go. Don't blame the app. Then what you need to do is look inside yourself. Are you sending out the right signals? Are you take responsibility for the energy you're putting out? If you are at a bad place, you will attract guys at a bad place. Seriously. Like, there were times when I noticed when I was at a better place in my life and I was feeling like really positive, like I was attracting positive, seemingly like good candidates. And then I couldn't hold on to that vibration of feeling good, you see. Then I got down again, like, oh yeah, this is so hard. And then I couldn't keep that attraction. Then now I'm off the app because I now have a boyfriend, and it's been going really great with him. And so anyway, so this is what I have to say about what I think and feel about Tinder. And you might disagree. So leave your comments below. Leave your comments. Let's have a little chat about it. I don't like to go into like philosophical discussions, but I'm quite happy with putting out videos that shares my thoughts about different things. So you can also email me at ask@eroscoaching.com.